On the edge of Winder's Creek, where the oak trees whisper low, I found her scarf a faded blue. Near the cabin's creaky door, her laughter once filled up the dawn, as bright as the morning skies. But now the porch just groans and sighs, remembering her eyes. Her eyes cries like the rain on dusty trails. Each teardrop mirrors thunderstorms and gales. The wind carries the sorrow of her tunes underneath the weeping moon. The saddle hangs untouched, it's warm, leather cracked by time's harsh hand. Gravel roads where we once rode, now just tracks in barren land. The town feels empty like my heart since she took her gentle glow. Gone like shadows when day is through, leaving night to swallow woe. Her eyes cries like the rain on dusty trails. Each teardrop mirrors thunderstorms and gales. The wind whispers the sadness of her tunes underneath the weeping moon. On lonely nights I roam the plains and hear the coyotes call. Each howl a story carved in pain of rising dreams that had to fall. The stars above not bright as her gaze guide me to the dawn's embrace. Yet in each sunrise I seek her face, but find just empty space. Her eyes cries and so does the sky, with every sunset that whispers goodbye. I'm a ghost in a land so vast and free, her memory the only chain on me. Her eyes forever like the rain on my heart, her lasting stain.
Out here where the oak trees shadow old forgotten trails, I found her scarf, a fragment caught where the soft wind wails. The dusty road beneath my boots once rolled like rivers smooth, echoes with the hooves that danced under that pale moon's groove. On this timeless road, rode through, where our whispers haunt the breeze. Every sunset bleeds a hue of the love that seeped through trees. Hear the whisper of the pines, carrying songs of what we knew. All that's left are these signs on the timeless road, rode through. Porch still stands though weary by that empty cabin side. I see her there, a ghostly smile where shadows now reside. Years have turned the vibrant to a quiet, subtle gray. What once was ours the land has claimed with each dawn's breaking day. On this timeless road, rode through, where our laughter now that should have pulled her in. Beneath cold stars I'm riding past memories I held true. Love's echoes left in the dust on the timeless road through. Now the rains come whispering like she did in springtime's glow. Each drop a verse of songs we sang, now only I will know. The saddle's worn, the leather cracked like the heart within my chest. I ride alone, but in my mind her love's the journey's quest. On this timeless road through, where the past can never die, all the dreams we rode toward now, just shadows in my eye. Yet still I find her in the breeze, in the oak's enduring bough. Timeless road, you carry me through the then to the here and now. Timeless road, ride me through to where hearts can't help but roam. In the whispered wind I'm with her, though I'm faded far from home. Music fades, the credits roll, the sunset takes my view. Still my soul rides on and on the timeless road through. Out where the oak shadow lays long on the ground, I found her scarf by that old ghost town. The sun dipped low like it knew her name, painted her memory across the plains in flame. Lost trail sank where we used to ride. Underneath the stars, I've got nowhere to hide. The wind whispers secrets in a language that's dead. Oh, how I wish I could forget what she said. Years roll by like thunder across a dry sky. That old porch creaks with my lonesome sigh. The cabin's empty, the fire's long cold. Dust covers dreams and youth feels old. The lost trail sank where we used to ride. Underneath the stars, I've got nowhere to hide. The wind whispers secrets in a language that's dead. Oh, how I wish I could forget what she said. By the riverbed, the water still knows the reflection of her face in the afterglows. My saddle's worn, my heart's worn too. In the silence of the rain, all I see is you. Lost trail sank where our loved ones lay. Gravel roads and sunsets now just lead me astray. I ride alone with the dust biting cold. Lost trail sank, but the story's all told. A trail once etched in the land and my heart, now just a path where
this wild land loves a tale too.
Out where the oak tree shadows lie deep, I found her scarf, faded red, left to keep under that old sky where our dreams used to fly. By the dusty trail where boots closed her eyes, we carved our names in the bark, wild and free, promises whispered soft as the breeze. She laughed under moonlit canvases wide. Now nothing but echoes where her laughter once thrived. Oh, boots closed her eyes on that lonesome ridge high, where the sun sinks its sorrow into twilight's goodbye. And these trails they win like the tears I've denied, since boots closed her eyes. Since boots closed her eyes. There's an old porch swing swaying, untouched and alone, like the heart in my chest. It creaks and it moans. Where we used to sit, the world seemed just right. Now it's just shadows stretching long into the night. The gravel roads whisper with each step I tread, speaking of days gone and the love that they bled. Her memory is a ghost town, a story gone cold, in a cabin of silence where truth remain untold. Oh, boots closed her eyes on that lonesome ridge high, where the sun sinks its sorrow into twilight's goodbye. And these trails they wind like the tears I've denied, since boots closed her eyes. Since boots closed her eyes. And I wander these hills like a spirit in flight, chasing shadows and dust from the morning till night. But her whispers a wind I'll never outrun, a part of the land, the moon and the sun. So boots closed her eyes, and I bid my farewells to the dreams we once chased through these valleys and dales. May the stars hold her softly, may the prairie sing wide, while Boots sleeps beneath them, and I keep the ride. Since Boots closed her eyes, since Boots closed her eyes, oh, since Boots closed her eyes, my heart never flies, just circles above where our old love lies. Since Boots closed her eyes, since Boots closed her eyes. Out where the oak trees shadow dusty roads, under the big sky where the lonesome wind blows, there where the sunset paints gold on your hair, memories dance in the quiet air. But the storm left behind ain't just clouds in the sky. It's the echo of your footsteps, it's the whisper of goodbye. Now each raindrop's a tear from the eyes of the past, and the thunder, a heart that broke too fast.
while the cabin sits empty where laughter once rang. Only shadows on porches where we once sang. That old rugged saddle untouched by the trail, like my heart rides no more since you set sail. Yes, the storm left behind ain't just clouds in the sky. It's the echo of your footsteps, it's the whisper of goodbye. Now each raindrop's a memory that won't dry away, and the thunder, a love that couldn't stay. Underneath the stars, I'm a whisper in the plains, a silhouette fading in the twilight remains. The scarf you once wore now frays at the end, like the trails we once rode that no longer bend. And the storm left behind still roars deep inside, where your laughter once lived and my silence now hides. So I'll ride these empty trails beneath skies wide and high, with the storm you left behind and this cowboy's lonesome sigh.
Under oak trees where the shadows melt, I first whispered your name. Under stars that swell, emerald eyes, wild like the untamed streams, we dance through the plains in a world of dreams. Old Porch Creek 'neath boots worn and frayed, where we laughed and planned the life we'd made. Starry night whispers calling me back to when you and I, my love, wrote our names in the wind. Now the breeze feels colder as it sighs through the pines, echoing the heartbreak of your hand, leaving mine. Gravel roads stretch wide, lead to towns unseen, but they're lined with the ghosts of what could have been. The cabin stands empty where your laughter filled each room. Now it's just us and silence and sweet perfume. Rain taps on the roof like your fingers on my skin, haunting each corner of the life we were in. Starry night whispers calling me back to when you and I, my love, wrote our names in the wind. Now the breeze feels colder as it sighs through the pines, echoing the heartbreak of your hand, leaving mine. By the fading trails I ride alone, saddle worn and weary. Each sunset paint your face in the clouds so near, yet so dreary. And in the hush of twilight, the shadows stretch and grow. I find solace in the thought maybe love wasn't ours to hold. Starry night whispers now a lonesome haunting hymn
Under endless skies where our dreams once danced on a whim, the wind's a gentle echo of the whispers we once knew. Under starry nights, my love, I'll forever whisper back to you. As the last chord fades like the light in your eyes, I'll keep writing, searching under these relentless skies. In the shadow of an oak, by the creek where whispers play, I first saw a storm, her eyes a wild, restless gray. And she danced 'neath sunsets on gravel roads we lay, shared secrets with the wind in that quiet olden bay. Oh, storm walked away like rain on desert clay, leaving my heart scattered along the old byway. No more her laughter twines through oak tree sway, only echoes in the cabin where our shadows used to play. Years turn like pages in a book worn thin and frayed. Storm scarf still hangs upon that door, never swayed. The porch where we once sat, now silent and decayed. Her absence cuts as deep as the trails we once made. Oh, storm walked away like rain on desert clay, leaving my heart scattered along the old byway. No more her laughter twines through oak tree sway, only echoes in the cabin where our shadows used to play. From the dust of old roads to the stars we'd name each night, a cowboy wanders lonesome beneath the pale moonlight. Yet in every whispered pine or eagle soaring fly, I feel her close as ever, like dust hugging the twilight. Yes, storm walked away, but her spirit stays in the rustle of the leaves and the old porch creaky lays. I'll keep wandering these trails through the end of my days, for every sunset still whispers sweet memories of storm's ways. Oh, storm walked away, storm walked away. In the shadow of the oak, where wild rivers lead, lies a whispering hollow where the canyon sleeps. Underneath that ancient sky, once our love did bloom, on a porch of creaking wood, bound by summer's loom. Oh, the canyon sleeps, but my heart's awake,
haunted by the echoes of the promises we'd make. The wind, it carries your laughter through the sweeps. I'm a ghost in this solitude, where the canyon sleeps. Days turn to dust, like pages in the sun. Your scarf still hangs on the cedar, but you're long gone. The trail's overgrown, where we used to ride. Now just gravel roads and an empty cab inside. Oh, the canyon sleeps while my soul just weeps, lost in the shadows of the love that couldn't keep. Rain washes the old porch, but its secrets it still keeps. I'm alone with the whispering winds, where the canyon sleeps. By that lonely riverside, I let your memory dance. The setting sun knows my regret won't give a second chance. In the saddle I find solace beneath these starry sweeps, riding trails of yesterday, where the canyon weeps. Yes, the canyon sleeps, and in dreams I see your face. A love so wild and free, no time can e'er erase. But I'll keep riding through this life that onward creeps, forever bound to whisper back, where the canyon sleeps.
Out on the edge where the wild oaks stand, I found a scarf, blue as the deep night sky, on Lonesome Hill where our dreams ran free, beneath the boundless, ever watchful eye. Oh, Lonesome Hill sleeps, but I'm wide awake, with the ghost of your whisper dancing in the wind. The sunset paints your absence in shade so deep, where the trail of our love grew cold and thin. The porch still creaks like it's calling out the shadows that sway where you once stood by. Rain taps the roof in a slow, sad rhythm, speaking of tears that an old sky cried. Oh, Lonesome Hill sleeps, but I'm wide awake, feeling the brush of your laughter, light as a breeze. Every star up above is a memory faded, caught in the branches of old oak trees. I've ridden past the echoes of our laughter, down gravel roads that know my silent plea. In the heart of the dust where my tears fall is the piece of my soul that you took from me. Yes, Lonesome Hill sleeps, and perhaps so should I, in the cradle of the valley where my heart lies low, letting go of the reins under the vast old sky,
where the winds of yesterday softly blow. So ride on, my sorrow, ride on through the night. Lonesome Hill sleeps, and that I must learn to say goodbye.
Stood in the back of the chapel pews, wore my cleanest boots, old Sunday blues. You walked the aisle in satin white, while I hid pain behind polite. Your mama smiled, your daddy cried. The preacher spoke of groom and bride, and I just sipped my flask real slow, trying not to let my sorrow show. She married someone else today, and I just smiled and walked away. No toast, no tears, no loud regret, just memories I can't forget. I let her go like a man should do, but Lord knows I still bled through. I clapped my hands, I wished her well, while dying quietly in my shell. Danced once back in 22, under fairground lights and sky so blue. She said forever, I said too, but sometimes always don't pull through. Now he holds the hand I used to kiss, and she wears pride, not cowardice. Guess he gave what I could not, a little piece, a better shot. She married someone else today, and I just stood too proud to stay. I drove off slow with the windows down, let my heart ache fill this town. She was my flame, she chose the rain, and I'm just learning to love the pain. So if you ask, I'll never tell. She married someone else. She married someone else today, and I still feel her drift away. But I won't beg, I won't complain, just raise my glass to love's remains. Let her believe I'm doing fine, even if I'm breaking line by line. She's gone for good, and I can't dwell, 'cause she married someone else. I stood there like hell.
Down by the creek where the cottonwoods grew, we carved our names in the bark so true. The oak tree watched, the sun dipped low. On the porch we swayed, lost in the afterglow. Your scarf danced with the prairie's breath in that wild land my heart you'd read. Oh, the long ride cries beneath the vast unending sky. The trail's gone cold where our dreams used to lie. Every hoofbeat echoes a sigh. Memories blur where the horizon meets the eye. The long ride cries. Now the cabin stands empty on the ridge, windows stare like eyes missing their bridge. Gravel roads once walked, overgrown with time's tide, where laughter once echoed, silence now abides. The saddle gathers dust, the reins lay still. Without you, this wandering life's lost its will. Oh, the long ride cries beneath the vast unending sky. The trail's gone cold where our dreams used to lie. Every hoofbeat echoes a sigh. Memories blur where the horizon meets the eye. Long ride cry. On windswept plains the whispers call through the rustle of the leaves. In the fall, in the quiet, your shadow I chase. But all I grasp is the cold, empty space. So the long ride cries. It's a song without end. A heart can't deny what it can't comprehend. With each sunset painted in hues of goodbye, the trail winds on under a vast lonesome sky. Long ride cries. Oh, how my soul still tries beneath the haunting, endless western skies. Long ride cry.
There's an old oak tree that whispers by the porch, where the ghosts of summer scars hang in the air. Footsteps echo neath the boards where we once walked. In that sleepy dust of dusk, I see you there. The prairie sky paints shadows in your shape, while the cabin's creaking sounds play our old tunes. And each sunset spills like whiskey through my heart. Empty bottles laying round this lonesome room. Oh, how the wind recalls your soft, gentle name. Through the willows, it's your laughter sounds the same. Those porch haunts grip me, won't let the past depart, as night drapes its cloak in the corners of my gloom. Years have dried the rivers that once fed these lands. Gravel roads now lead to places time forgot. The chair rocks gently touched by unseen hands. In the stillness I hear what the years have wrought. An empty saddle, worn path grown over. No more rides through the fields of clover, just the dusty. Each sunset spills like whiskey through my heart. Shadows dance in solitude, my soul's encased. Oh, how the wind whispers your soft, gentle name. In the silence of the night I hide my shame. Those porch haunts hold tight, won't let my sorrows part. Lost in echoes of the love I still can taste. Under starlit skies my regrets lay bare. The sagebrush scents the bitter truth I know. Time hasn't healed, it's just a thin disguise, covering the trails where we used to ride. Every sunset spills like whiskey through my soul. Memories like rain through my fingers uncontrolled. Oh, how the wind murmurs your soft eternal name. With each whisper it's clear I'll never be the same. This porch haunts my dreams, where your shadows forever roam. In the quiet of the dawn I face this world alone. Such is the way of a cowboy's heart, bound to the land, to the lost, and the twilight stars.
In the shadow of the oak, where the wild daisies grow, sat an old wooden porch, holding secrets only I know. We carved our names in the rail, under skies vast and blue, where the promise of forever felt honest and true. But the porch stays quiet, the oak tree's grown old, the scarf you left behind turned gray and cold as the sun dips low. In the land of the free, this lonely heart rides trails where you used to be. Time swept in like the rain on dusty forgotten roads. Your laughter's just an echo in the cabins we called home. The saddle sits untouched, its leather cracked and dry, each creak a painful reminder of days long gone by. Still the porch stays quiet, the oak tree stands tall, the wind whispers your name in the twilight's call, with the sun hanging low in a sky so vast and deep. My heart's a lonesome rider through memories I keep. Beneath the endless heavens I've roamed from town to town, but each horizon's painted with the love I hadn't found. The world spins on, the stars watch from above, yet in this silent stillness all I know is our lost love. Yes, the porch stays quiet under that old oak tree, where our dreams still linger, but you're just a memory as night claims the valley and the stars stake their claim. I'm left with the shadows and the whisper of your name in the chill of the silence where our laughter once roared. The porch stays, but it's you, oh it's you I still long for.
Out by the old split rail where the wildflowers grow, I carved our names in the oak in the soft morning glow. The years rush like the creek where we first found our dreams, under that blue prairie sky where the eagle still screams. These lands hold the whispers of your laughter so dear, on that rugged old porch, sipping sweet summer beer. The fence echoes your name, the winds of the past each night and old nail, a memory that lasts. But the sun sets on even the deepest blue eyes, and the night covers all but the loneliest cries. I reach through the shadows where your love once danced, where the thistle and thread of my heart had its chance. Time wore down the saddle where we rode side by side. Now it hangs in the barn, a relic of strife. The town feels too quiet, the tavern's too cold. Ghosts walk the streets where our future was sold. Your scarf in my pocket, a fragment of grace, as the winter draws in, erasing the trace. The fence echoes your name in the winds of the past, each knot and old nail, a memory that lasts. But the sun sets on even the deepest blue eyes, and the night covers all but the loneliest cries. I search for your shadow in every new dawn, but like dust through my fingers, you're always just gone. On this gravel road journey beneath vast starry skies, I've learned that every cowboy must accept his goodbyes. But in the silence that follows the closing of doors, I still listen for you in the wind on the moors. The fence echoes your name like a haunting old tune under the watch of the moon. I'm still bound to you, yet the sun fades the letters where our young hearts once lay. In the dust of the trails I'll be finding my way. May the echo grow softer as I learn to let go of a love that was lost in the wild long ago. Out by the ridge where the old oak stood, your laughter echoed, felt so good. Wild as the wind in the open plains, where we danced under storms, no rains. In that cabin where the door still creaks, I trace the echo of your retreat. Silent whispers in the dust, your scarf still holds the scent of our shared path. The rain tied down in the lines of my face, each drop of memory a silent trace. In this heart, the wild storms you calmed, now just ghost towns, love long gone. Gravel roads where our steps once fell, now just stories that the night winds tell. That old porch swing hangs quiet and warm, a testament to vows now torn. The sunset bleeds like the tears we knew when I held you close, swore we'd see it through. The trails we walk now overgrown, an empty saddle I ride alone. The rain tied down in the lines of my face, each drop of memory a silent trace. In this heart, the wild storms you calmed, now just ghost towns, love long gone. So I whisper to the stars above, questions of fate, the cost of love. Do the rivers hold the reasons why underneath this expansive aching sky?
Rain tied down, but my soul won't abide. In every storm, it's your face I find. With every dawn, I lose you anew. A lonesome cowboy bound to the blue. In the rain, your echo I chase. A memory of time, a forgotten place. Though I wander forever, I'm bound to the love we lost. And the rain tied down.
In the shadow of an oak, near the creek where whispers float, a fire crackles its lonely sparks. Drift to skies remote. Beneath that ancient tree, she carved her name next to mine. Now just ghostly letters faded by the cruel hands of time. Lonely fire drifts, carrying dreams of yesteryear. Each ember's a tear falling where I once held her near. Under the silver moon, where our lost whispers roam, I'm a wayward shadow in the wildlands that I call home. The old porch creaks, empty like the echoes of my heart. Gravel roads stretch far, leading ever from where we part. A scarf still lies upon my saddle, frayed and pale like the trails we rode now. Dusty stories, old and stale. Lonely fire drifts, carrying dreams of yesteryear. Each ember's a tear falling where I once held her near. Under the silver moon, where our lost whispers roam, I'm a wayward shadow in the wildlands that I call home. Rain taps on cabin roofs like soft words unsaid. Each drop a memory of the love that softly bled. In the heart of the whispering winds, her laughter finds me still. But it's just a fleeting sound, a chill upon the hill. Lonely fire drifts, and with each spark that dies a piece of my soul sighs into the heavenly skies, where rivers sing and mountains know her name. I'll wander lost yet found in the embers of the flame. Lonely fire drifts, and I'm drifting too, forever in this game.
In the shadow of the oak, where the wild daisies grow, she laughed under sunbeams through the breezes that blow. We carved our names slow in the height of the wood, promised forever in that old neck of the woods. Her scarf in my pocket, her touch soft as rain, in that dusty old cabin, now silent again. Dust closed her eyes on the edge of the day. The prairie wind whispers
but she's faded away. Sunsets bleed red over trails she once rode. In the heart of the cowboy lies the weight of this ode. Years tumbled like tumbleweeds past porches and gates. Her laughter's a ghost in the town that time ate. Where once we danced close, only shadows now sway. The dust settled thick where boots used to lay. An old saddle empty by the door stands alone. Every creak in the board moans for love that's long gone. Dust closed her eyes on the edge of the day. The prairie wind whispers, but she's faded away. Sunsets bleed red over trails she once rode. In the heart of the cowboy lies the weight of this old. Oh, I've roamed far and wide under vast starry skies, but her whisper rides the wind through the silence it flies. Each town feels too crowded. Every road leads me back to the dust-covered memories, the love that I lacked. Dust closed her eyes, and it's there she'll remain, bound up in the soil, in the sun and the rain. As the night curtains fall and the loneliness cries, with the dust in my throat, I'll remember her eyes. Though the trails all grow cold and the songs all unplayed, in the dust closed her eyes, where my heart's ever stayed. Guitar strum a farewell as the sky turns to gray. A cowboy sings softly as the daylight slips away.
In the shadow of an oak, by the creek where whispers play, I first saw a storm arise, a wild, restless gray. She danced 'neath sunsets on gravel roads we'd lay, shared secrets with the wind in that quiet old bay. Oh, storm walked away like rain on desert clay, leaving my heart scattered along the old byway. No more her laughter twines through oak tree sway, only echoes in the cabin where our shadows used to play. Years turned like pages in a book worn thin and frayed. Storm scarf still hangs upon that door, never swayed. The porch where we once sat, now silent and decayed. Her absence cuts as deep as the trails we once made. Oh, storm walked away like rain on desert clay, leaving my heart scattered along the old byway. No more her laughter twines through oak tree sway, only echoes in the cabin where our shadows used to play. Yeah, storm walked away, but her spirit stays in the rustle of the leaves and the old porch creaky lays. I'll keep wandering these trails through the end of my days, for every sunset still whispers sweet memories the storm's way. The storm walked away, the storm walked away.
The fire's low, the coffee's cold. My boots sit still, my hands feel old. This porch has held me through the years, through desert dust and midnight tears. The hills out west still call my name, though I can't ride them quite the same. I've carved my soul in red clay ground, where ghosts of brothers still hang round. Before I ride one last time, let me breathe this prairie rhyme. Let me see the light through these. Let me feel her touch in autumn breeze. I won't cry when shadows fall. I've lived it full, I've seen it all. Just lay my hat near that old pine before I ride one last time. I kissed a girl in Abilene. She wore spring in 17. We danced in barns, we burned the dark, and life took her on a different arc. I've broken bones and I broke bread with men who now ride stars instead. But every trail, each scar and flame made me more man than I could name. Before I ride one last time, let me hear a lonesome chime of church bells out in county wide, where I once prayed and once lied. Let me see that boy I was, running wild, loving just because. Then close my eyes, give me the sign to ride beyond this final line. If you find my boots left by the fence, don't cry for me, don't build suspense. I've gone to where the wild runs free, where horses fly and hearts don't bleed. Before I ride one last time, I leave this land, this heart, this mind, to every soul who called me kin, to every love I let slip in. And when that sunrise paints the sky, don't mourn, don't ask me why. Just raise a glass and let me shine, 'cause I was a cowboy till the end of time. In the shadow of the oak,
where the wild rivers bend. I found your scarf, the color of the sun's fiery end. Under that old tree, we carved our names that spring. Now only whispers and wind through the leaves gently sing. Oh, the trail fades in the dusk, love slipping through my grasp. Each sunset steals your laughter, every twilight our past. Lonely boots on gravel roads, where our dreams used to roam. These quiet towns bear witness, now I wander alone. The porch where we dance lies silent, boards bare, dust covers the saddle we shared, left in despair. Rain echoes on tin roofs like tears falling free. What once was our refuge, now a memory lost at sea. Oh, the trail fades in the dusk, love slipping through my grasp. Each sunset steals your laughter, every twilight our past. Lonely boots on gravel roads, where our dreams used to roam. These quiet towns bear witness, now I wander alone. Beneath the vast prairie sky, I confess to the stars. My heart roams wild lands where memories mar. Yet in every setting sun, your shadow in the glow haunts me like the melody of a forgotten banjo. Yes, the trail fades in the dusk, my love lost in the haze. Each twilight a reminder of those golden days. I carry this ache down the fading paths I tread. Beneath the cowboy's moon lies a heart you once led. Where the trail fades, where the trail fades.